Okay, episode 5 of the Queen's Gambit. I am trying to internalize this 60s style. I tried. I'm going to stand up so you guys can at least see the skirt. I have a little one of these things. Tried my best. I saw like the end. I saw the last episode. I saw Jolene in the thumbnail really quick. So, okay. Well, here we are. I'm on episode 5. We left off with Miss Beth saying mas and getting more of those tranquility pills. And her mother, poor mother, died. So we're going to see what happens with Beth. Is she going to be okay? Or is she going to get into a place where she can't, well, I don't want to say can't come back from, although death is something you can't come back from. So, yeah, I think other than that, I mean, you can come back from pretty much anything. It's a hard process. It's just going to be a difficult process. So where is she going to go is the question. All right. I am going to jump in. I'm going to count down for the full-timer reactions, which you can find on the Patreon. And those links are down in my description box below. Okay, I shall count down.
Someday you're going to be all alone. So you need to figure out how to take care of yourself.
I mean, shit, she's not wrong. God, I mean, that's probably one of my biggest fears is being alone. I think a lot of people's fears are being alone, and I think everyone should be alone for a second because we're all individuals, but then it's important to also have your community as well, to build a community, whether that be with family, friends, a partner, having children. Jeez, like right away?
Yes.
This is Harry Beltic from the Kentucky State Tournament.
I remember.
I'm in Lexington for the summer, and I thought maybe...
Maybe what?
Would you like some training? I know, you're better than me. I'm on my way to the Phoenix Hotel.
God, life works out somehow.
Thursday, I can come by then.
Yes, please.
Why don't you come over right now?
There you go. And she's not alone. Oh, she looks so good. Oh, I love that style.
Excuse me, miss. What happened to that gawky kid who kicked my ass 5 years ago? AI Dinkov, middle game strategy.
But she's like not really processing her mom's death. So that's going to be tough.
So I've replayed your match with Benny Watts 12 times now.
I love that. It's like so interesting that they replay matches. The camera work is pretty cool.
You know, you're not the same person you were 5 years ago either.
And I got my teeth fixed.
Well, that's it. He seems nicer.
I should go. I'll be back in the morning with more books.
He's a nice guy.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess I have to stay. Okay, good. Go.
See, I'm a little shy.
All right. What seems to be the trouble?
It's scary.
Well, it's difficult
I
to show
mean,
you the
she really hasn't been alone.
It comes and it goes.
Because she slept with, she was never alone in her room. Yeah, she was at the orphanage, and then with her mom was so loving to her. Really, genuinely a delightful woman.
I'm a master, and I've never played better in my life.
So modest.
But I'm nowhere close to what you'd be up against in Paris.
I could beat Borgov with a little more work.
You can beat Borgov with a lot more work. Borgov's not some Kentucky ex-champion like me. He is a world champion who could have beaten both of us when he was 10. Read the games from Leningrad, 1962.
Yeah. I'm glad she's meeting up with him. He's teaching her a lot. Oh, is he gonna see the pills?
I'm a master. That was so bad.
Yep.
Never know how much I love you. Never know me fever when you hold me.
I love this song.
Fever in the morning.
He's trying his very best right now. This is hard. This is a hard test. I mean, look, if you guys want to, if you both want to, hey.
I'm moving out the hotel tomorrow. Into my apartment.
Is she gonna have him move in there?
You could move in here if you want. You know? For free.
For free? Well, that's an offer that you... Damn.
Really?
She doesn't want to be alone. And here we go. I mean, he thinks that's what you mean. She doesn't understand.
Sorry.
No. I'm ready now.
Are you, though? Like, I don't think you're into him in that way. He's gonna be in love with her. Holy cow. This is gonna be weird, their relationship. Because...
Should I stay here or go back to my room?
Whatever you want.
It's fine now, but once, like, she's around other men, he may be confused. Aww. Is that a real baby?
That's Harmon.
Oh my god, that's the girl.
I should probably get my errands done before this one gets
Wow.
really fussy and the window of opportunity, as we like to say, slams shut.
It's like she's living her mother's life.
Truth is, I was waiting for you to come back. You're the reason I got my teeth fixed.
Didn't Koltanowski used to play blindfolded all the time? And he wasn't crazy.
Oh man.
Beth?
She opened up Pandora's box with this.
Let's play chess.
Okay, good. Is that
Okay.
code for sex? Man, I can't believe that guy got his teeth done just for her. But like, in the end, you know, if you can do a little bit of something to make yourself feel better and look better, like you should if you can. But yeah, it's like she's beautiful and brilliant, so it's hard to like. Who else is he gonna meet that's like her?
What about the other bishop over
For
here?
Christ's sakes, Harry, it'll be check once the pawn moves and the knight trades. Can't you see that?
But he made the decision to do it for her. She didn't. It wasn't like she said, "Do this for me." So that's.
You're too sharp for me.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is her first time really in some sort of relationship. So it's interesting seeing her navigate this.
Hey! Breakfast is almost ready.
Oh, no.
I have taught you everything I know, which admittedly is not a lot. I've got to start studying.
Gotta live your life for you.
I'm really glad you called.
I'm glad I could be here with you, you know? After you lost your mom.
Aww.
You helped me realize something.
What?
That I don't love chess. No, it's okay. I just don't love it as much as I once did. I'm not obsessed with it the way one has to be to win it all.
You think that's gonna be me?
I think that is you. I think maybe it's always been you.
Wow, I'm really proud of this guy. Like, he sees her, who she is. She's not even 20, right? Like, she's still so young. I'm so worried. Like, yeah, what is after chess? After she gets everything she wants? I was worried he'd be lost in her because she's beautiful and again, like I was saying, brilliant. And it's hard for guys to like get away from that sometimes, like, but there is so much more out there, and that was a smart choice, and I'm glad he was there for her. She needed him. But yeah, she's on a different path. They're on different paths. She's addicted. I mean, this is the thing. So she not only is addicted to the pills, but she's addicted to the chess and the feeling and the rush. And God, it's scary, actually.
I read about your game with Borgov. That must have felt terrible.
Felt like a fool.
I know that feeling. You should see the places they play in the Soviet Union.
Oh, I'm planning on it.
You have to get past me first.
I'm planning on that too.
Joyce does this. Ever since she was a kid. I just love her style.
Obviously. Yeah, play through all the games.
Is the freaking leg up on the bench.
People, they think about chess players, they think about people who look like you. Harmon, wait up.
It's like, okay. This backhanded compliment, or not even a compliment.
Some of us have been heading down to the student union, having a couple beers, playing some speed chess. You should join us.
No thanks. I have to study. What's with the knife?
What do you mean?
I mean, why do you carry it around?
This is for protection.
From what?
Whatever. Study hard.
So maybe take his knife and then he'll be vulnerable and he'll feel like, oh my God, I'm naked.
Nice to meet you.
Actually, we met. You beat me the other day.
Me too.
Bye, boys.
Whoa, hold on. How about some speed chess?
No, I'm just gonna get some coffee and then I'm gonna go back and study.
Oh, Weiss will get you some coffee. When you Weiss?
Thank you.
Give me an apple juice.
Who does this guy think he is?
$5 a game?
I
he's
haven't
gonna-
even had my coffee.
Well, look,
He's trying to
come
play
right
for
now.
money now. Oh my God, they're gonna have a whole crowd. Wow. Wow.
Again?
Oh my God. But he's just better than her. Like, he's got this edge over her. Wow. It's crazy because of how good she is and the fact that he just is whipping her ass. And like, hey, but this is studying, right? I mean, isn't it? And she will not stop. She'll probably go to the bank, get what she's got. She's gonna keep doing this all night. This is gambling. Cause damn, and now it's turned into gambling. As exhilarating.
Well, I never thought you'd let me trade queens. Looks like you can outdrink me, too.
Oh, did she win then?
I really appreciate the way you're taking this.
I'm raging inwardly. You know, if you keep doing this, you're gonna end up washed up by the time you're 21.
I was worried about them getting together.
When do you go to Paris?
In 5 weeks?
Well, you'll need a good trainer. Not Harry Beltic. Someone more mature.
Who'd you have in mind?
Can you come to New York?
I don't know.
You're the best there is. You beat me.
Fine. I'll come to New York.
Great. Tomorrow, afternoon, once everything here finishes up. Oh, and about sex? Forget it.
Okay, I don't know what his game is. Maybe he's like for real about that. Maybe he is. If he's actually like in it for like the like training, then like great. Like I think, and I do believe he is. I do, because they all have like this similar like sense of. It's like when you watch sports, like team sports, you feel like you're a part of the team. You're a part of it. Like if they win, it means you won. So there is this thing of like, if we train one of the best and we want her to win because she's one of us, she's American, we gotta beat the Russians type of situation. But also like we gotta beat the best of the best. And he's like, you're the best of us. So I believe that he does want to train her, but their dynamic is so weird. Like I feel like if it were to go into like a romantic relationship, they would either work really well together or it would be a disaster. Like the arguing and the butting of heads and the annoying stuff. I just could, I don't know if they could work together and romantically. But from like the last, so because this is only 7 episodes, she's obviously growing. So now I see her as a woman. She's still quite young, but she is a woman. She's taking care of herself. She has her own home. She's her own person. Yeah, she takes care of herself. So beforehand, when I was like, she shouldn't have sex with this, blah, blah, blah. That's coming from just, my own like experiences of just like, take your time, just take your time. But yeah, sex it's so interesting. Everyone is different. And I think that a lot of people do put us all, we're kind of put into boxes, into categories, but Beth, I mean, it's so interesting because she doesn't know how to be in a relationship in any way, like not even romantically, not really even sexually, and like platonically. She does a pretty good job, but like with people that are on her level. So like other chess players, other people would find her probably weird and there's nothing wrong with being weird, but like hard to be around because what the hell is she going to talk about? And I completely, I relate to that. Like it's interesting. I mean, not that all women are the same, but definitely we are definitely conditioned to be a certain way. And so are men. Like, so you don't really see her around a lot of women. And that's because there aren't many women into chess, especially around this time frame. There were, but there weren't, and not to her level. And really all she wants to do is be the best. So yeah, she'll have her fun, but she mostly has her fun solo, and she gets like extremely drunk or like high or whatever it is, whatever substance. And I know like she can use probably sex as like a substance too, and just as distraction or whatever. But yeah, her and Harry's relationship was really interesting. It was sweet and it was cute. And I don't know, it's hard to know whether or not she was in love with him or she just wanted to use him. Because I would like to say that she just does not know how to communicate her feelings very well. So, and again, she's quite young and inexperienced, and I would like to say she's on the spectrum. So has all these things sort of against her, and it's the truth. I understand. I was in a similar, I still struggle in a lot of ways with relationships and misunderstandings and people taking things that I said the wrong way, or like that I don't care enough, or because I have a very like stoic face as well, and I have to push myself to like make expressions, but I'm very like, even when I was much younger, I could relate to her as a kid. No expression, just really, unless I was laughing really hard about something, but straight face. And then and I realized when I would do reactions, and I was talking to my editor, Rick, it was in our other, these Fate, I think it was a Fate Zero stuff, and I was like, you know, it's funny, because like in my head, I thought I was like reacting pretty, like I thought I was having a really big reaction, but but on screen, I wasn't doing anything. But in my head, I was doing all these things, and then because I was so like shocked in the moment, and I was like excited, but then it didn't translate, and so it's so weird, because in a world of like people who are, you know, big energy, big personalities, people like us who don't show things in that way, we seem like we're rude, or we're stuck up, or we don't really care. So that's why I don't know if she didn't really like him. But I think also her attachments, again, I mean, she grew up without her parents. She doesn't have that many attachments other than like her material stuff like chess and her brain. And like, that's good. She at least has herself, but she does not treat herself very well at all. And it's really all she has is herself. And her mom, in the beginning, like her point might sound paranoid. And there is some paranoia there because of her experiences. She did not have a good time, but she's not wrong. Like, people do push us to be a certain way. Our family members, our friends, our peers, what we watch on media, on social media, we just think we have to be a certain way because we were never told that, like, no, you can be uniquely you, and that's totally good and fine and beautiful. So she's not wrong. In the end, she is everyone's. We're all alone. We're all alone. And I know that sounds sad and depressing, but we're alone, but we're not alone. But we are alone. And that's been a thing for me, because like I was always alone as a kid in my own thoughts, playing by myself. And there is a I think that was always my fear, and that's my own stuff, but like I have like the abandonment thing and all of that. But like, can I think that the thought was, can I live on my own? And I was like, my background is very much like, I had my mom. We lived in a really packed house. I've always lived with like family members, like all the way up until I was 29. And my mom's very controlling. And I realize now, like, look, the damage has been done, but like, she meant no harm by it. There was harm, but she didn't mean it in like a mean way. She just wanted to protect me because she didn't have anyone to protect her. But then, you know, things go overprotection and overcorrection. It always goes one way. And so I couldn't make a lot of my own decisions for a very, very long time. And that's the thing about like my life right now is I've been so afraid of so many things. And now I'm doing my own thing, and I'm finding my voice, finding myself, trying to push myself in that way. And also, like, I'm lucky because I do have support around me, and I'm lucky in that. But God, I mean, just being honest, I really do, you know, the closest people to me, like my partner and mostly, yeah, my partner, because we live together. But yeah, he can get like the real ugly stuff from me, from my abandonment, my like wanting to be really close and all of that. And it's been helpful to have someone who is supportive though, and who's like not afraid, because I just need time. That's really what I've learned, is I just need time to find myself. And the more I find myself, the more I'm enjoying being alone again. I think I have fears of being alone because it was a really unsure time. When you're a child, you shouldn't be alone. You should be shown love and care, but a lot of us don't have that luxury, and a lot of people had a way worse time than I did. And so, you know, we're all just really doing our best as adults. And but I love, again, I like to bring my perspective into the shows that I'm watching. So it's like, because for me, when I'm watching TV, it is like, I get it. It's like my language. That's really what it is. Movies are my language, and television is my language. Books, manga, anime. It's like the way that I can talk, and because that's really all I did when I was a kid, watched everything. So I love just the representation of someone like her. I relate to her in so many ways. Although, again, not to the extreme that she's in, but I can relate to a lot. And yeah, but beforehand I was kind of like, oh, don't do this. But she is a woman. She's taking care of herself. I can have my own opinions and think that's going to hurt you in the future if you're my friend, especially right now. Like if she was my friend and I was, I'm 31 and she's like 20 or 18, 19, I'm not sure. I would be like, hey, like I've been through this. I want to be honest with you. This is going to hurt you. And I'll be here as much as I can, but I'm human. I can only handle so much of this stress too. But like I think that's a job for friends. And I'm thankful she had Harry to tell her what he told her about. Just be careful. Just be careful. Really be careful. And like you might turn into Morphe. And like the truth hurts. The truth is so scary, but it is necessary, because if you don't have the truth, what is it? The truth shall set you free. That's very real. You have to know the truth. You have to be self-aware, and then you can do what you can. And it's not easy. It's not. I know, because I'm living it. It's not easy at all. But again, I'm just worried for her. I'm thankful though that she's met mostly really good people that care about her and have wanted to see her succeed. And she's so freaking lucky for that, because oh my God, like anyone could have taken advantage of her at some point. And so she's been so lucky. And then again, her second mother really was great. She really was. She gave her that love, support, the kindness. And in the end, Beth saved her mom too. Like she was able to die happily. I would think like she was able to live, because she wasn't living for a long. She was just this housewife who wasn't doing anything. And she was talented. She was beautiful. She was just vibrant, and that should be shown, and that should be out. And that's healing for other people. And like when we saw the other, I forget the girl's name, but the mean girl that went to high school with her, there is a beautiful thing to be a mom. I'm a mom. I think it's wonderful and necessary, and not everyone's built for it, and I think that that's important too. It's not easy work. It's freaking hard. It's tough. However, it really gives you the purpose for life of like, this is what life really is. This is what it is. Okay, I understand now. And, I don't know if it was her that was drinking that much or if it's her husband, but either way, it sucks. Alcohol just sucks. And I feel bad because I feel like she's just, you know, being a housewife it shouldn't be so depressing, but in a lot of ways it is, because a lot of people just have children quite young. And you know what? You have, you know, I did too. I was 21. In those, like, my experiences were like, everyone has different experiences. That's the thing. Everyone knows a little more than everyone else. And so, but again, it's helped in a lot of ways, and it's a beautiful thing to be a parent, and, you know, to be the guide for your children, and then they heal you and they teach you things too. But you got to know what the hell you're doing, and you got to know what the hell your purpose is and what your kid's purpose is. And we all have a purpose. And I think a lot of people just are like, they're like the fish at the end of Finding Nemo. When they finally escape, they're in the bag and they're in the water. And they're the famous last words. Now what? So yeah, now what? We did the thing that people told us to do, and I guess we did it, but now what? And then people go into depression. But there's a lot more to life when you really look into it and you see like the specialness. I don't know if that's a word, but you see it, and it's beautiful. And it's like, yeah, having children is supposed to save you from yourself, because we're very self-centered. And then when you have a child, it takes you away from yourself, and you start thinking about someone else and nurturing them, and helping them not make the same mistakes you did as best you can, and then giving them the confidence, whatever you didn't have, and helping them be the best people that they can be. And that's wonderful. And they can help. And so for me, my mentality is very much, we are all connected and our actions affect each other. I wish I knew this before, because holy shit, the things I've done in the past. And every day I pray and I say, you have to deal with what you've done, type of thing. And I would only hope that, you know, my kids will make less mistakes than I did. And it's my job to be open and honest about it so that they can do their best. And it was actually another thing. We just watched Kingsman, and the prequel. And Conrad has this moment at the end, and I won't, if you haven't seen it, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's on he has the final moment of the aha, this is what my dad meant. And yeah, that's really what happens to us. We remember our parents, what they would say, and we're like, nah, they don't know what they're talking about. And then finally you hit the experience, you're like, oh my God, this is what it is. And so, yeah, I feel sad because I feel bad for that girl, but then she also has a beautiful gift, and it's a beautiful thing to be a mom. But at the same time, it's also a beautiful thing what Beth is doing, and she's living her life. She's young and she's doing what she needs to do. And, you know, yeah, we make our choices. We have consequences, good or bad. And there is no, you know, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but it's definitely, both of them are going to have their consequences. And yeah, maybe Beth looks happy, or like her life sounds fun and happy, but she's not really happy. So awesome show. Awesome. There's 2 episodes left. That's it. Don't know how it's gonna go, but I've been really, really enjoying this series. I'm really happy to react to it. I'm so happy I didn't watch the show when it first came. I almost did. There was a couple of times I was like, you know what? I'll watch it on my own, but then I didn't. So I'm thankful. I shall see you guys in the next 2 episodes. Thanks for watching with me. Bye, everybody.